passive income or a side hustle, how to get started. They say the average millionaire has at least 5 passive income streams, which means if you don't have any, you're certainly not en route to becoming a millionaire. In this morning's video, we're going to discuss passive income. We're going to discuss the psychology behind passive income, and I'm going to give you 2 practical examples of how to get started with passive income or a side hustle. Good morning, everybody. Now, before we do that, let's have a quick look at the markets. As we can see, Bitcoin has rebounded nicely, and last night was trading at $27,000 per Bitcoin, which is certainly nice to see, despite the fact that America is cracking down on Bitcoin and the SEC is really trying to choke it off. If we have a quick look at AltCoinTrader, we can see that Bitcoin is trading above the 500,000 Rand per coin, which is certainly a nice little bit of a barrier that it has broken. Sure, with cryptocurrencies, there is storm clouds on the horizon, but I believe that the American judicial system is going to see through the shenanigans of the SEC. And once this passes, Bitcoin is going to go mainstream. Cryptocurrency is going to go mainstream. So I am extremely bullish, just waiting for the storm to pass. Let's get back to this morning's video and talk about passive income or a side hustle and how to get started. Now, please forgive me for stating the obvious, but before you can start with passive income, you have to actually want to start. You see, they say a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And most of us are not interested in taking that first step because we think it's insignificant. Why would I want to take a single step when I have a journey of 1,000 miles to get through? But it's so important, and psychologically, if you don't take that first step, you cannot start earning passive income. I'm going to play a quick video that highlights this point and just drives it home so that we can have a base to work from.
First £100 is more significant than your first million. And people are like, wait, what? And I was like, the type of person that you have to become in order to make your first bit of cash through business. From then on, it really is a case of like scaling and repeating and like putting systems in place. But I had a huge amount of growth from first, say, £1,000 that I made to like the first million that I made. It was like I had become the type of person who creates value. So then it was a case of like figuring out what system am I going to use to like scale my value. So that's why I often say that people go, well, it's so easy for you to say, but like it is actually a true statement. You have to become a different person in order to be able to give value to the world and get paid for it. Your first £100.
Okay, so if you watch that video and you think, oh, that first £100 is great, but I want to get to the million. Forget about the first 100. Let's get to the million. Let's earn that £1 million. Unfortunately, you've missed the point. You see, without earning that first 100, and this guy has gone to the point of highlighting it, you have to become a different type of person. You have to be a person that is a businessman. So that first starting bit is the most important. You see, another example would be if you want to eat an elephant, you have to eat it one bite at a time. But when you think about it, taking that first bite seems so insignificant that you don't want to take that first bite. But you can only eat the elephant if you take the first bite. Have you ever noticed that if you buy a car, whether it's a Ford, a Mazda, or a Mercedes-Benz, as soon as you drive that car on the roads, you notice all the other Fords passing you. And you think to yourself, how did I ever notice this before? How did I ever not notice it? There's so many Fords on the road. You see, what has happened psychologically is you have subscribed to a club. You are now part of the Ford Club or the Mazda or the Mercedes-Benz, and all of the opportunities that pass you are highlighted to you and you notice them. Another example would be if you bought a pet, whether it's a chicken, a kitten, a chihuahua, or a Rottweiler, all of a sudden you subscribe to that club. And this happens psychologically. You notice all the other pet owners that have similar pets, and you look for opportunities and you look for like-minded people that you can be better at what you are doing. And the same logic applies to if you start earning passive income. You will start to see all the other opportunities with passive income, and they will be highlighted to you, and you will be able to go from that first step to the second step. Now, of course, you have to control the naysayers. You see, there was a time that I wanted to start Airbnb, but people told me, no, don't start Airbnb because it's actually illegal in South Africa. Yet, there are thousands of people that are earning good money with Airbnb every single month, and it's not illegal in South Africa. But naysayers and society will often try and hold you back and put negative thoughts and stop you from taking that first step and get going. So let's talk about EasySave, which is a product on AltCoinTrader that can help you to earn passive income every month. We'll talk about the risks, but first, let's do some numbers. So, EasySave pays out hundreds of thousands of rands to the community every single month. Can you imagine what a huge privilege and honor it is for me to know that we pay that out to the community, to people that have started and are doing the journey of passive income? Last year, there was a time that we were paying over $1 million a month to the EasySave holders. Obviously, with the crypto bear market, things have tapered off slightly, but it's still hundreds of thousands of rands that we are paying out every single month, and we are very proud to do that. There are people that are earning hundreds of rands per day through this program, and it is certainly something that is worth investing in. Let's talk about the risks. A lot of people might say, don't put your money on centralized exchanges. And to that, I agree. Of course, don't put your money on centralized exchanges if there is no purpose to do that. But if you are trading and trading is making you money, or if you're putting it in a program like EasySave where you're earning staking rewards, it certainly is a good reason to put into EasySave or onto a centralized exchange. Let's also talk about a couple of other things. And I'd like to put this on record. AltCoinTrader has over 100% of our clients' funds. This means that if every single client had to withdraw their funds today, we would be able to make those payments without batting an eyelid. In addition to that, we've been around for more than 10 years. In fact, it's just about approaching the 10-year mark. And with that type of track record, you start to understand that the risks are far less than the potential rewards. These are factors that I would put into my decision-making process, and I would be comfortable in investing in a platform that has been around for more than 10 years. And in addition to that, we pay out millions. Yes, I haven't said that wrong. Millions of rands per day to our customers that are withdrawing rands or crypto. So the risks, well, they're certainly not substantial. I would take the chance. I would put money into EasySave and start my journey on becoming a millionaire. Start my journey walking down that path and earning passive income. A friend told me this once, and at the time I didn't really understand the wisdom, but now it's become apparent to me. A business, a side hustle, or passive income can be compared to a tap. First, it starts with a very small trickle, and then through scaling and through working on that, you can turn that tap on and get that water to gush more. Working on that business or that passive income, you can turn that tap on and get the funds to gush. So you start with a trickle and you turn it on, you scale it up. You become that type of person that has the ability to what seems to be insignificant earnings through passive income. You scale it up and you get to the point where you can earn something that is quite substantial through a passive income stream. Now, guys, there's one more concept that I want to talk about, and that is the concept of your baseline or your financial net worth. And this is a concept that I don't believe is made clear because it goes back to the principle that if you don't start something, you cannot build on it. If you're the type of guy that on the 20th of the month has 9 Rand in your bank account and you can't get that through the ATM, it's safe to say your base layer is naught. And the reason it's important to not have a base layer of naught is because it puts you in the category of a person that has savings, that has some type of resource. Now, I know that it's tough out there, and I'm not suggesting that you start not spending all your money in that. I'm suggesting that you start with a small amount. You have an amount that even if it's 200 Rand or 500 Rand in your bank account that you categorically refuse to go below. The reason you do this is to psychologically start saving. Start doing something, start that first journey. That will build, and you can scale that from 200 to 400 to 1,000 to 10,000 and so on. Don't be a person that gets to the bottom of your bank account and has nothing, because then you haven't started the journey. If you don't pitch up at the soccer field, you can't win the match. If you don't pitch up at the tennis court, you can't win the match. And the same goes with if you drain your bank account every single month, you cannot start your journey to financial freedom. So that base layer is a very important concept, just like the concept that if you earn 0 passive income, the guy that earns 1 Rand is earning 100% more than you. The guy that earns 1 Rand per day has the ability to scale that up and to turn that tap on and to get it to gush. EasySave is certainly an opportunity for you to start earning money and start working on your passive income and your journey. Guys, this video has been a bit different to what I normally do, where I normally speak about cryptocurrency. I've spoken about the psychology of getting started in your journey to becoming a millionaire. If you like this type of video, and if you want me to go a little bit more deeper down this type of content, then please let me know in the comments below. I'm going to end with a comment from Albert Einstein, which is so important to understand. Compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it. The rich earn it, the poor pay it. Make sure that you go onto the right side of the fence. That's it from me. I'm out.